I stopped and I looked at her. I said, "Let me ask you a question. Is that thing still in park? See the back end squat down? Well, she starts giving it more gas behind me. What trying to start his Cuda. I hear her back there and she's rah, rah. I can hear that diesel just a humming, that coming. What's up, everybody? So, this is what I'm gonna propose to you. If y'all like these and you wanna hear your story, I will tell your car story. But these are some of my best stories with my wife. Now, my first story is the first time I've ever told my wife. We had a Toyota RAV and it broke down on the expressway. Well, I had to tow her. She was behind me. Of course, she drove the car. I told her, I said, look, I said, when we're going, I'm the gas, you're the brakes. When I tell you this, let off the brake pedal, we're gonna go. When I tell you this, then you stop us. So I get her on the expressway, I pull her down, we get off the off ramp. We're going down a side road. I look in my mirror and there is smoke rolling out of the front of this car. She was standing on the brakes of that Toyota RAV the whole time. So needless to say, I had put new brakes and new rotors on there. She warped those rotors like nobody's business. So the next time I was in my Dodge truck, 2-wheel drive diesel. Not a very good truck in the snow. But I go to pull in the driveway, and if you've seen my driveway then you know I'm up a little hill. So I try to get a little steam up. Well, when I come around the corner, get ready to turn in my driveway, my neighbor's right in the middle of my driveway with the snow blower, blowing the snow. So I gotta stop. So now I'm stuck. So I go get my wife, and I tell her, I said, look, you get in the truck, I'm gonna get the four-wheeler out, I'll hook the chain up, and I'll pull you up in the driveway. Well, she gets in the truck, she starts it up. I got everything hooked up, and I'm like, all right, come on. So I'm going with the four-wheeler, and I can see it, and I'm riding back and forth, and I'm barely pulling her. And I hear her back there, and she's rah, rah. I can hear that diesel just a humming, that Cummins. And I look back, and I'm dragging the back wheels coming up there. So I stopped, and I looked at her. I said, let me ask you a question. Is that thing still in park? She said, well, you never told me to put it in gear. I said, well, why were you revving it up if it was in park? It was doing nothing. So that was my second one with her. My third time was with the one you saw as a short, with her pulling me, you know, don't jerk the front of this off, just pull the chain up, which everybody tells me I shouldn't use the chain, I should use the tow strap, which I'm gonna get a tow strap now. But so I turned the camera off too early as we were coming past the house, and I wanted her to go up and turn around in the little court by me and come back, and you know, in my mind, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna put the car in neutral, and I'm gonna coast in the driveway like I did with the bad grandpa. Well, we make that turn, we come back out on the main road. Well, I put my hand out to get her to stop, and I put on the brakes. Well, you can hear the truck. The diesel truck is going, rah, and you can see the back end squat down. Well, she starts giving it more gas. Well, I got my foot on the brake. There's 4 black marks going down the road where she's dragging me down the road. Finally, I yelled out, I said, stop. And so that's my 3 stories with my wife. Of course, I've got a whole lot more than that, but those are the 3, my 3 towing stories. But if y'all want to hear your story told, I will tell it. I do have a good one I want to tell when my buddy Dave's with me, but I'm going to go ahead and tell it now. So I was in my 65 Mustang, my first car. He came over and followed me home from work. And we go down this road, Pope Street, and it's a 25-mile-an-hour road. Well, he's behind me in his 73 Barracuda. Well, we get in first gear and we start hopping, rah, 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 all the way down this road. We get to the stop sign, and I hear that Dodge starter behind me. Trying to start his Cuda. So I look up my rearview mirror, there's a cop right behind him. So like all good friends, you know what I did, don't you? That's right. I went on and turned right and got out of there. So he told me he was back there trying to start it. He seen that cop behind him, and he was trying to wave him around, and the cop wouldn't go around him for nothing. So he finally got it started. The cop didn't get us for anything. All we were doing was playing around in first gear. We didn't spin tires or nothing. But if y'all got some good stories, especially good Gran Torino stories, I know there was a guy once who wrote in, and I hope he's still on this channel, but he told me a story about them taking his buddy's mom's 72 wagon, 72 Gran Torino station wagon, out fishing one day. And they went out on the lake ice fishing. Well, they got out there, well, the tires went through the ice, so they grabbed everything out of it. And then the car went through the ice, and it sank to the bottom of the lake. And to this day, that guy's mom thinks that the car got stolen while they were at the movies. And that's a pretty good Gran Torino story. So there's a Gran Torino station wagon at the bottom of a lake somewhere. But if y'all want to hear some more stories, definitely send me your stories. And I'll give you my email address. I'll write it in the description. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day.